I think that storytelling comes in a lot of forms. And there are some typical ways that we tell stories, and there are atypical ways that we tell stories. And one of those ways that we tell stories is through our clothing and the things that we wear and the things that we surround ourselves with. So what kind of car do you drive? What kind of t-shirt do you wear? How do you wear your hair? It's not a night at the theater. It's not a novel, but it's the story of who you are. And I feel really lucky that the people that trust their garments with me are trusting me to take a set of stories, what is essentially a pile of laundry, and turn it into something that they can be proud of and pass down and display. I mean, at the heart of everything that I do and everything that I've ever wanted to do, it's because I want to tell a good story. Whatever you're trying to do for the first time, you have your taste and then you have your talent. And there is a gap. And the only way to close that gap is by practice. I started with my own shirts. And then the first one I ever made to give as a gift was for my husband. And I took his college t-shirts. And he had 3 shirts still in rotation. But I knew they'd look real cool in the quilt. So I called his mom, and she said, do it. He will lose a t-shirt. He will never lose that quilt. So much of what I do in my life is not because I'm a parent, but it's sort of as a result of it. I was a career change. I was a teacher, and then having kids forced a career change. Life takes these funny little twists and turns. And one of the things in my life I'm a professional actor too, and a writer. These are things that matter so, so much to me. And it matters more not because I am a better human being, but it's because I realized when I gave birth to them how little time we have, and how if you have things that you want to do with your life, there's just no time. You have to do it. And I think having this sort of as a means to support my family in this small way is not a small thing, because it demonstrates to my girls, you really can do stuff. You just have to roll up your sleeves, because what else are we doing? We're here for such a small amount of time. And it matters so much that they see me trying and failing and trying again. When I'm working on a person's quilt, I know that I am telling their story. There's no assembly line. It's just me, from the cutting to the ironing to the geometry and the piecing and the quilt math that you have to do. If you have a pocket, that pocket is going to go on there, and it's going to remain a pocket even in the quilt. If you have buttons, that's something that can only happen when you're sending it to someone who has made that a specific part of the process, including every part of the shirt. My husband one time said this funny thing to me about, why do you make things as a gift? You make them to give away because you're either giving them away to someone who can appreciate them, but if they appreciate them, it's probably also because they're a maker. Or you're giving them to someone who can't make them and therefore has no idea how much time and effort has gone into the making of the thing. And he's not wrong, but I also don't think I need you to understand inherently how much of myself went into the piece in order to love it. It's cool, maybe, coming behind the scenes and seeing how things are made and seeing how they work. Perhaps it makes you value it a little bit more, but for me, the work is enough. And if the work satisfies what you hoped it would be, did it include everything you wanted it to? Did I feature a garment in your piece that you'd asked to be featured? Did I use the right color scheme? Did I honor what is so important to you in creating this new thing? If I did that, how many hours it went into making it doesn't really matter. If I know it, I value my own time enough to appreciate what it looks like at the end. But I guess I hope that people feel content. I hope that they feel proud to show it off. That's all I can hope for. My name is Lauren LeBlanc, and I'm the artist behind the Little General Store.